If you are trying to pass your life insurance exam or your life and health exam for the state of North Carolina, this video is for you. So the first thing, this is the examination candidate guide. This is going to walk you through all of the steps, the links, the prices, all the things that you would need to do in order to actually pass your exam. It also is going to include something called the exam content outline. Now, this is so important because while yes, we want to know where we need to go to take our exam and where we need to go next to actually apply for the exam, how do we get fingerprints done, all of those things, yes, we want to know those. But what's really neat is there is an outline that goes through, hey, if you are going to be taking this exam, here's all of the topics that you need to know that could be on the exam. So it's going to literally walk you through, and there's generally going to be 2 or 3 sections. If you're taking just the life exam, you're going to have 2 sections. We're going to have the life section and then the state section. If you're taking the health exam, you're going to have the health section and the state section. And some states allow you to actually take the life and health exam together, and you're going to be able to have 3 sections, the life, the health, and then the state. And what's really nice about the exam outline is that it's going to walk you through. So for the life section, you're going to have 55 questions plus 5 pretest questions. And it's so there's 55, so there's 60 questions. And then it's going to walk you through. And what's really nice, each of these little numbers here is generally going to be a chapter inside of your pre-licensing course. So it's going to break it up, make it really easy for you to understand and find the answers. But under the chapter that's going to be titled Types of Individual Life Insurance, there's going to be 17 questions. There's a lot more questions there than they are here. So making sure that we understand these topics. Do I know what term is? Do I know what general nature, basic types of term contracts? Do I understand what each of these topics mean? And as long as I say, yes, okay, I know what a single premium is, I know what level premium, adjustable, flexible, I know what all those mean, great, perfect. I can move on to the next section. Or you can use this as a like flashcards, or hey, let me, write this down. And it always helps us if we can write down and have our mind actually active as opposed to just reading things. Or if you're saying things aloud, that also helps as well. And so being able to take these, okay, what's general nature? General nature, here's the definition, or here's information on it, or here's something that's going to help me remember it. Single premium, I know that that's one premium payment. Instead of having to pay every single month or every single year, it's just one time. Okay, that's pretty easy. What's term riders? What's last survivor or survivorship life? What are all of these terms mean? And you're going to be able to answer any question that they may throw at you on the actual state exam. So super, super helpful when it comes to studying. You can go through the chapter in your pre-licensing course and then use this as just like a little check, check, check. Yes, I know all of those things. Great, move on to the next chapter. Or you can use this as, hey, let me use this and then let me go look up the answer. And a lot of the pre-licensing courses, I know for sure ExamFX will allow you to do it. I'm not 100% sure on Excel or AD Banker or some of the other ones, but if you're inside of the study material, if you hit Control F, F for find, you'll pull up this little search box, and then you can type in whatever topic you're looking for or something you're trying to find the answer in, and it's going to pull up any of those words. You can click up or down to go through any of those where it finds it inside of the reading material. And what you're going to be able to do is generally you can just read like 2 or 3 sentences, maybe a paragraph, and you'll know that concept. So you could literally use this as your study guide of instead of having to read the entire chapter of types of individual life insurance, go through and type out term and learn what that is. Type out general nature. What is that? What is, basic types of term contracts? So I would type term contracts, special features, renewable, convertible, all of those things, and you're going to be able to find the answers. And you can use that as your guide instead of having to read or watch all of the videos inside of your pre-licensing course. So it makes it so much easier to actually get through all of the material because honestly, it is a lot of material. It's all a lot of new information that we generally don't use on a day-to-day basis. So this makes it very, very simple and easy to find out exactly what you need to do. And if you don't have the link to yours, if you look down below, you'll be able to grab yours for your specific state, whether you are in North Carolina or if you're in a different state. Each state has one of these. Sometimes they're tricky to find, but you'll go through and be able to see everything that could be inside of your exam. They also have the accident or health and then you'll be able to, some states allow it, some states don't. So like this one doesn't look like you have a life and health exam option. They're both separate exams. Um, What's really cool is that the life exam and the health exam, they both have state sections. The state sections are pretty much the same. So if you're planning on getting your life and your health exam, I would try to knock them out like back to back or the same day. But getting those done sooner rather than later is going to be really helpful. And if you are studying for the first time, I do recommend studying for your life exam first and then your health exam. Health exam is just a little bit easier because we generally go to the doctor. We use a lot more of those terms and concepts in day-to-day life. Whereas for the life insurance exam, almost all of these topics are new. They're new terms. We don't really understand them. We've never had to understand them or talk about them. And so it makes sense for this to be a little bit harder. I would definitely work on this one first to get it done out of the way, not have to worry about it anymore, and then move on to the health exam or even taking them together if your state does allow. But if you want to grab the link to yours, you'll get the candidate handbook and you'll get this exam outline. These do get updated on a regular basis, some more so than others. This candidate handbook hasn't been updated in a while, but you'll be able to pull these directly from the site. And so they don't update them too often, but when they do, we do try to update these when you download it. If for some reason it's not letting you download it, if you just let us know, we'll find it and then update it again so that you can access to it because they're a little tricky to find. It's not just let me just search for this and find it real quick on the internet. The government and states don't really make it that easy for us to locate these. But makes it really easy to know, there's only going to be 5 questions here. It could be on any of those, 11 questions. 8, 14. So really, really easy to go through and find the answers to these different topics. It makes it so much easier to actually study for your exam. And then when you're going through the practice quizzes, generally there's just a couple 10, 12, 15 questions. I would go through those until you're able to score at least an 80%, because that means you understand the topic well enough to be able to answer whatever question that they throw at you. And those are going to be worded very similarly to the exam. They're not going to be exact word for word questions. They're not going to give you exactly what's going to be on the state exam. They legally can't, but they're going to be very, very similar. And so a lot of the questions are really tricky with the way that they word it. Like all of the following is true except. So making sure that you want to read the question 2, maybe 3 times and really understand, okay, what is this asking me? All of the following are true except, okay, what is false? Which of the below is false? And so really figuring out what exactly they're asking. And I know I have been impulsive and read a question and then been like, oh, bam, that's the answer, and gotten it wrong. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, I didn't read the question well enough, or I made an assumption with how the question was worded, and I didn't take the time to fully comprehend what they were asking me. So I hope this helps. Again, if you want to grab this for free, click the link below. You'll get sent an email. It'll have actually all of the states. You'll be able to select yours and be able to download this. And I highly recommend using this because this is really going to help you know these are the topics that could be on the state exam. And as long as you understand these topics, you'll be able to answer any question that they throw at you. I hope this helped. Subscribe if you want to learn more. I've got videos coming out all the time on different ways to memorize things and learn things in actual real life examples instead of just giving you a bunch of facts on the page or lecturing you to try to help you remember. Like these are really going to help you actually make it make sense as opposed to just reading a bunch of facts. So I hope this helps. I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much.